regarding the communication. This has been the inconsistency from the entire the start of the season. It's one night they're talking to each other, they're helping each other. You're getting help defense, especially after point of attack. Help defenders coming in, coming out. They're sometimes they're not trapping the ball. They're not giving. For example, I would have had Nimhard, who was killing us tonight. I would have picked him up full court. Why would you let him just dribble up the ball? Like, if you want to play physical with this team, make them earn it. If they're going to beat you, make them earn it. They're young. They have to earn every shot. And Nimhard was getting open and burying shots. So it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. Tonight was a disgraceful performance. And the fact that we had all those things, points in the paint, 30 assists, more points off the fast break, you would think this is a win. It was anything but.
Now you got to go to Philly.
Because they did just the same as us, except they beat us on the 3-point line. That's how they beat us. And Mike Brown says, "Oh, well, they got sprays. Give me a break. Give me a break, bro."
Oh, boy. Well, listen.
So what are we now? We now back to being the 3 seed, I guess?
Third place, a game out of the 4th seed.
By Cleveland.
Yes, because Cleveland.
Who's extremely hot right now.
Because ever since James Harden is cooking right now.
But that always happens in the beginning of a trade, so I'm not going to put any stock into that. They literally can't beat Indiana.
They cannot. I don't know what the fuck is, bro.
This has been going on for years.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Even in the first game, it took a miracle 3 for us to win.
Yeah.
Everybody says it's an easy game on the schedule. It's not an easy game on the schedule.
It literally took a Jalen Brunson game-winning 3.
So now we have to go 17-11 just to match our last year's win total of 51 games. And mind you, 16 of those last 28 games, or 27 now, are on the road.
And it's not going to be easy either.
And we're a game below 500 on the road.
I'm gonna tell you. Let me see.
Cleveland might get the 3 seed, and we might get the 4 seed. It might be.
So this is our next 10 games. Let me see. Oh no, these will. Hold on.
Well, remember, we got the All-Star break after tomorrow. Then I think we're home to Detroit. I think that's the first game.
So we play Philly tomorrow, and then we're at Philly. Then our next game is on the 19th.
Home to Detroit.
We stay home to play Houston after that.
Yeah, then we very difficult games.
We have a back-to-back, which is that Houston game, and then we play the next day against Chicago at Chicago. We're on the road for 3. So that's Chicago, and then Cleveland, and then Milwaukee. Then after you're off for 3 days, and you come back.
We go out west, right?
No, you come back home to play San Antonio here, and then you go to Toronto,
and then a back-to-back against OKC.
They have OKC here, and then they're off. That OKC is the 4th of March 4th. They're off on the 5th. Right. They play Denver at Denver on the 6th.
And the road trip, the West Coast trip.
The West Coast road trip. LA.
Who is that? Denver, LA, both LA teams on a back-to-back.
And then Utah, and then you're finishing the road trip at Indiana.
Wow. Okay, that's not going to be easy.
That Denver one is actually on.
I don't even know if they're going to go. So they have 28 games left. You can make a case that they don't even win 50 games this year. I don't mean to be. I'm being dead serious with you. 14-14 would put you at 48 wins.
Oh my God, yo, Leon Rose, yo, brother, we need to have a conversation, bro. You know, I honestly like I this yo Leon Rose, bro, Leon Rose better hope Mike Brown pulls something out of his ass and we make the Eastern Conference Finals. That's all I'm gonna say.
But there's a chance that Cleveland gets the 3.
No,
There's a very good chance of that happening.
Eddie, I don't care what it is, unless Jalen Brunson snaps a kneecap. The New York Knicks better make the Eastern Conference fucking Finals again.
Well, let me tell you something. If we slip to the 4th seed, you're talking about 4 or 5 probably playing either Toronto or Philly. Who Toronto would probably beat. Philly would be a dogfight. And then you get Detroit in the second round, who will probably knock us out right now. Because right now, Detroit's better. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I don't care about last year. Detroit is knocking you out right now.
100% right.
They are knocking you out.
No excuses. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear no Detroit just had none of that. Nope.
Don't want to hear that last year shit. Oh, we beat them in 6.
Nope. You should have not even gone to 6.
Do you know that Detroit game, Detroit series was decided by like 5 points? The whole series.
So yes,
So we barely beat them.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's the problem. But there's no excuses. I don't care. I'm sick and tired of Leon Rose getting a pass for so much shit. This is the team that he built. This is the team he took a chance with. There's no excuses. There's no excuses. So this road trip that we have coming up, the Knicks better play some of the best They better hope that this All-Star break and God is on their side after this All-Star. They better play the best basketball that they have ever played in their goddamn life. Because I'm telling you, Eddie, shit is gonna hit the fan if we don't make it back to the ECF.
If we don't make it back to the ECF, this team's gonna be gone. They're gonna blow up this team. I would blow up the team.
I'm not gonna make an opinion on that. They're fucked. They're fucked. Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo are gonna be sipping wine, laughing. That's what it is. It don't matter what Minnesota does. When it comes to us, they're gonna be laughing. Why? Because at least they had something. At least there was chemistry built in within the coach and those two before Leon Rose decided, hey, let's just give them up. And I hate.
How about let's fire Thibodeau, who got the most out of our second best player? How about that?
Yeah, again,
I know everybody hated Tibbs and they all blame Tibbs.
I'm on record saying that I wanted Tibbs gone. I felt like they needed something. That was before last year.
I didn't want him gone.
I thought he was going
to. And I said, if you're going to fire him, get Taylor Jenkins.
I thought he was going to be back.
I do not think Mike Brown is that great of a coach. I don't. I think he's too friendly. I don't think he has a militant approach. I think that's what this team needs. This team needs a militant approach. They need a leader to get in their face like Tom Thibodeau and tell them this is what's up. Mike Brown plays his friendly father bullshit. The cool dad. Get the fuck out of here, Mike Brown, with this garbage. Oh, we did a little of this. How about start playing defense? How about start hitting your shots? How about don't lose to one of the worst teams in the NBA? How about that, Mike Brown?
Listen,
Give me a break.
I don't, yeah, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't. And again, like I said, yes, the season's not over. I 100% get that. You should not be losing the way you lost tonight.
Let me ask you this. Last 28 games, what's their record? 16-12 gets you to 50 wins. 18-10 gets you to 52 wins, which would beat last year's team. What were we last year? Were we the 2 or the 3 seed last year?
No,
Boston was the 1 seed.
Where did we finish last year? We were the 2 seed last year.
Yeah, because Indiana was like what, 4?
Yeah,
4 or 5, something like that.
We finished the 2 seed last year.
Wait a second. No. Cleveland and Boston both won over 60 games. So they were 1 and 2. Cleveland, I think, was number 1, actually.
So we were 3,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Cleveland was number 1. Boston was 2. We were 3. And then Indiana was 4th, I believe.
Yes.
Because Indiana took out Cleveland.
Yes.
I forgot who Indiana played in the first round last year. I wanna trying to think who they played. Was it Miami? No, Miami wasn't the 5th seed. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't even give you a record right now. That's how like I want to give you a record so I can answer your question. I can't even think of a record right now.
I'm going with 500, 14 and 14. And that's 48 wins.
Oh, look what Jalen Brunson said. Offensively wasn't the problem. Our defense sucked. Thank you.
Well, thanks. Thanks for telling us the obvious. What do you say that on X?
They posted it on New York basketball.
Oh, I did. I would have pulled it up if it did.
Alan Hahn asked the question. Shout out to Alan Hahn, by the way, man. Alan Hahn seems to be, with a couple reporters, seems to get the most out of these players when he's asking these questions. I appreciate it.
Because he's real.
Yeah, well, he used to get killed a lot when he used by like 2-3 years ago by Knicks fans.
He was never a homer, though. Wally's a homer.
Wally's no, of course. Wally. I don't like listening to Wally.
No,
Allen keeps it real.
Wally is there to get the female audience. That's why they pick Wally. It's the truth.
I mean, he got Rebecca Harlow pregnant.
Oh my God.
Think about that. Think about the backstage making outs that they probably.
Bro, like, I don't mean to be mean, but like, you're Wally Serbiak, and that's what you're leaving your wife with? He had like 7 kids with his wife.
Well, I mean,
and then he cheated on her with that. Just saying.
Listen,
Listen, everybody's got different opinions.
The good thing about that baby is he'll never go bald. He'll get a full head of hair, and he'll
never go bald, and he'll never go broke either, because they both got a pretty good career. So
why? So
he's a baby daddy to baby number 8.
Listen, man, when
I shouldn't be dissing Wally like this, but
yeah. When your game is strong, bro, sometimes you can't retire. It's just
let me ask you.
It's hard. Pause.
What's your to get off the Knicks for a second? What's your take on this Lindor thing? I'm pissed off.
My only question when it comes to Lindor, and I know fans are gonna probably be like, I mean, why does it matter? My only question is, besides something bad happening in the batting cage when you were practicing, what happened for you to have this injury out of the blue? Unless it was an injury that you've had during the season and you tried to heal it without having any surgery. That is the only question that I have and the only theory that I can come up with, because for that to happen like 2 weeks before we start spring training, that's the bad news, is that he's not going to get enough reps in spring training to then go into the opening day to be good. The good news is that if he does take the surgery, which most likely he will, but he needs to do it like tonight, like today, like literally
this week.
Talking, he needs to be going, like literally as we're mouthing our words, he needs to be in the emergency room, ready to go get surgery if he wants to make the opening day deadline of coming back. Which I don't think he will. I think they're going to give him an extra week to make sure that he's 100%.
That's
the timeline. If he's going to take the surgery, he's going to be out for 6 weeks.
He's definitely taking the surgery. He has no choice.
He's going to be out for 6 weeks. He's missing spring training. He's going to be out for 6 weeks.
This is why the one guy I didn't want to trade was Ronald Acuna. Excuse me, Luis Acuna.
You still
I
have
did not want to trade him
yeah, but you still have Ronnie.
because of this.
Yeah, you still have Ronnie though. I'm not
I
really
don't
mad.
give a shit.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Acuna is a monster at shortstop. Without Acuna, we don't go on that run in 2024. I get it. We had to give to get. I get it. But this is why I wanted to keep Acuna, because I know he's proven
Yeah, but Eddie,
to New York.
the
So
problem.
that's why I did not want to trade Acuna. And I know we had to,
But
but I did not like giving it up.
right,
I did not like giving it up.
right, but here's my thing with that. I don't even think if you had Acuna here, he'd still be getting his reps like that. Why? Because you have three shortstops in your infield.
Who?
Simeon,
Don't tell me Bo Bichette.
my guy, he started in the league as
I understand, but he's like also the worst shortstop in baseball.
Okay, but that's a slap in the face to a veteran in Bo Bichette.
You know damn well they're not going to play him there.
If they have options, Eddie,
But Bo Bichette is never playing shortstop for the Mets.
Right. So then you pivot to Marcus Simeon. Regardless of that, you're not going to.
Simeon at short?
Marcus Simeon is a regular shortstop, Eddie. When he won the title with the Texas Rangers, he was their primary. Well,
Seager was.
But he was when he had the great year with Toronto in 2021. He was Toronto's primary shortstop all year. The reason why he was,
I'm upset about this Lindor thing. I am. Because again, Acuna is so good in the field. That's why I wanted him. I wanted to keep him, but I understand he was out of options. This was it, and he needed to get playing time. But I would be much more comfortable with him at shortstop than anybody else. That's all I'll tell you.
Even if he was here, he wasn't getting consistent playing time like that.
Well, he probably would have with Lindor down.
I disagree.
I think so.
You got to move to your next best veteran that you have there before you have to put in a guy with less time.
Don't think they'd put Simeon there.
Why not?
I don't, because he's 37 years old.
That doesn't mean nothing.
He's more of a second baseman.
That he was still, if they didn't get if Texas didn't get Corey Seager, he'd be their everyday shortstop.
Oh no, he signed there as a second baseman though. He was playing second for Toronto.
He signed before Corey. So before they signed,
but he was gonna be their second baseman. They signed him as a second baseman
after they signed Corey Seager.
Oh wait, Corey's been there for how long?
Corey's been there since what, 2021, 2020?
Yeah, so he's been there before Simeon. Because Corey went after LA. He went.
He got there. Yes, he got there.
Well, Corey was never going to get up unseated. And again, having Simeon at second base is that you want Simeon at second base because you know how many runs he's going to prevent.
Right. So I mean,
I'm just upset that the fact that we don't have the best shortstop available, which was Acuna to me.
Yeah.
Maybe you disagree.
No. I would never disagree that his defense is bad because it's not.
It's awesome defensively.
Yeah, I just don't see how you're just gonna be like, yeah, let's not put our second best option to fill in at shortstop. Like,
I'll tell you this though, I am happy that Juan Soto's moving to left field.
I think it'll be a good thing because it's his natural position. I don't know.
Yes,
I see certain Met fans talking.
That's where he was when they won the championship in 2019, and he wasn't terrible back then.
By the way, I was wrong on that. They did sign Corey Seager first, but Simeon is not that bad of a defender that people think he is.
No. Simeon is incredible defensively at second base. I don't think at this point in his career they'd move him to short. I don't. Because, again, we traded him for defensive purposes to lock up the right side of the infield, which was a huge problem for the Mets last year.
So you look into your second. Okay, so let's say if they don't move Simeon, your next best option is Bo Bichette.
Or it's Mauricio.
Yeah, but if that's the case, you're gonna put Mauricio either at short, or
Or you put Beatty at third,
and then you
and
put Bobichet at short.
which
Right.
I do not want any part of, but
You see how you just answered my question with the options that would be more realistic to go to first before giving that automatically to a younger dude who still who it's like you're basically, what you're saying is, fuck my veterans who have more experience and let me give it to a younger guy just because he's younger. That's what
well, I think it all comes down to metrics, bro. It's gonna come down to could play the position the best.
sometimes they don't go. Sometimes a lot of the teams don't go by metrics.
The Mets go by metrics.
And depending,
Well, they had no choice last year because they were just a mess. But
it depends on what situation they're at. But that would be, if I'm Bo Bichette, I would feel some type of way
yeah,
because
I mean, but although he did sign here to be a third baseman, though.
right, because of who's there. Now, if
Yeah,
Francisco Lindor was out for the whole year and you sign Bo Bichette, he's automatically playing short. Like
now
that.
let me ask you. So it's a 6-week recovery time, right? What exactly did Francisco Lindor break? What is it again? It's
Hernia on his like wrist area towards his hand. Something.
so is it a bone? Is it a muscle? What is it?
I don't know. I don't know. I got to do more research on it. I meant to do it earlier, but yeah, it's something like that. Something like what is
So it's not a bone. It's more of a muscular skeletal.
regardless, he needs surgery. So
Right. Regardless. Right. So that sets him back 6 weeks. So just looking at the calendar.
he's ready for opening day. Do the Mets want to automatically put him on the field on opening day, or do they want to give him an extra week just to be safe?
I think you give him extended spring training. Me. I mean, again, I'm playing it safe.
No, I'd give him that extra week.
Of course.
Give him that extra week. It's the fucking Pirates. It's okay. He's not gonna fucking, like, you're good. He's okay. You'd rather be safe than sorry. He's your second highest paid guy on the team. Like
And again, he's a notorious slow starter, not last year.
right.
I want Francisco Lindor to be as comfortable as humanly possible when he's up here. I want him to be comfortable. I want him to be fine. I don't want him to have any problems. So I'm giving Francisco Lindor all the time in the world to heal because he's our shortstop. He's a vital part of this offense.
That's healing. I'm giving him enough ample time to get hot, because I already know that if he does get in a cold start because of him getting back into things because of the injury, I already hear the antics. I already hear all the negative. I could smell it.
It's if they win, it won't be a problem. If they lose, then it's
They're gonna put it on him. When it's naturality, it doesn't matter who you are. You're coming back from an injury. It's gonna take you time, especially if you're missing an entire year of spring training for you to get warmed up for opening day. Like, you're not just automatically gonna start swinging a hot bat. You gotta get comfortable. That's what it is.
There's also rumors that Soto might be leading off this year, and to be honest, I kind of like it. I kind of like it.
I haven't seen that, but if that's 100% fact,
that's been the latest talk, is that they might flip Soto and Lindor. I mean, that's what the Dodgers do, right? With Ohtani, they lead him off, right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, if it'll help us score more runs and help us score more runs after trailing the 8th inning, so be it. That's it. That's all I care about. I ain't trying to go 0-72 again after trailing the 8th inning. Hell no.
No, I think that's statistically almost impossible now.
No.
That's why they needed to break that core up, bro.
Yeah.
That's really why it had to go. They had to go.
I respect the guy that's able to do something drastic and take the heat for it and basically say, like, listen, you guys, either you're behind us or you're not. So I gotta respect David Stearns on that. He hasn't done anything yet, but you at least gotta respect the fact that he was able to be like, yo, enough is enough. This core isn't it.
Had to go. They had to go. The core had to go. And look, now we got guys that, they know how to win. They get a lot of hits. That's going to be the big difference. I mean, we got guys that actually hit the ball.
Yeah.
Bo Bichette's like led the MLB in hits like two or three of the last 5 seasons. Hits are good. That's one of the reasons why I wanted what's his name, the guy from San Diego that everybody killed, Arias.
Yeah, I feel bad for that brother.
San Fran, he'll do all right there though. I think that's a good fit for him.
He hit a lot of singles.
Yeah, probably had a couple doubles in that play. It's such a big park.
Yeah, it is a big park for sure, but I feel like his stock is starting to drop. And
I just think that's because everybody says that about him. I don't know, man. To me, he's you got to put him in the right situation.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, it's starting to be one of those things where it's like, he's lucky enough to get 1-year deals at this point, but I feel like teams are kind of looking past him. I don't know. Look how long it took him to get signed.
Yeah, well, I mean, dude, look, Framber's still out there. Who else is? I mean, there's a ton of big names still out there.
Framber signed already.
Framber signed? Who did he sign with?
With the Tigers, 3 years, 115
How the fuck did when that happen? Yesterday?
That happened like 3-4 days ago.
My God, all right. I totally. So he's signed with the Tigers, 3 years,
150.
So he got $50 million a year. The Mets could have done that.
The Mets could have done that.
Does he have opt-outs?
I think it's after the second year.
Okay, so I guess he'll be the replacement for what's his name? Yeah, Scooble.
I mean, they're going for the playoffs because they got him and together. So
I always told you that. Like, yo, they're closer to winning than blowing it up.
Of course, it's just a matter of, is Detroit going to pay Scooble when it comes time to?
No, I don't think they'll be able to. Although they can. I mean, their owner's one of the richest owners, I think, in baseball.
He's just cheap.
Yeah, he just wants to pocket the money. But they're pretty good.
Or cap bullshit is kind of like, to me, like,
who else is still out there now on free agency?
I mean, there's not really that much.
What, Zach Gallen? He didn't sign, right? Or did I miss that one too?
No, I think did he sign? I think he went back to Arizona on like a 2-year deal. Let me see.
Well, that makes sense because Arizona, no pick and all that.
No, he's still out there, but supposedly he's gonna go back to like the conversations with him in Arizona are heating up.
So what's he gonna get? What, probably 1 year, 20 or something like that?
I think Arizona gives him a 2-year deal.
You think they'll give him 2 years?
Yeah.
I mean, he was a little down last year, very down actually.
Yeah, but he would basically be their best pitcher in that rotation.
I know, and if he comes back to form,
and
I know who else is on that team. The guy that's hurt,
Merrill Kelly.
Him, but don't they have somebody else on that team? Another pitcher who was hurt last year.
Eduardo Rodriguez.
No, the white guy. Whatever. Don't worry about it.
Because
it was somebody I think with talent.
But
yeah. You're tired.
Yeah, I mean, this game just has me all fucking like, bro, I can't get it out of my head.
I know. Well, that's why I brought up the Mets because just we're talking about this game, and there's literally like there's no answer.
Bro, and then again,
Mike Brown's interview was a mess. He looked like a guy doesn't know what's going on.
That's the same shit all the time. Like, dude, I don't know, man. I just I remember probably a month ago, I was in I forgot whose space I was, but they were talking about how this Mike Brown hiring could literally bite the Knicks in the ass, and we just don't know it. And like now, like, see, not even this loss, but just some of the losses that we've had over this season, you could kind of I'm starting to look at it and we're like, you might be right. Like maybe that Tom Thibodeau is the one thing that haunts us all year because they actually followed Tom and what he was trying to in terms of game planning in terms of like strategy. You know, they understood.
Look. Tibbs
So,
was a Ford coach. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm not gonna front. But his biggest thing with Tibbs is, he doesn't play the young guys, and I get that. The Knicks need to play young guys, but I don't think that was a conversation that they couldn't have had, and just said, "Yo, Tom, listen, we got some guys here. They got a lot of upside. They fit what we're trying to do. We need you to get them in the rotation."
but some people were saying that about the McHale shit, about how like when McHale
I
came out,
think McHale got him fired.
right. My problem is that if you're Leon Rose and you're seeing that Tom Thibodeau is actually having some, okay, yes, there's flaws in that where he doesn't play the kids, where
No.
there's sometimes he's running a short rotation. I understand that. If you're Leon Rose, put your foot down. Yo,
Right, and say,
you're there courtside every game. You're noticing the ups and downs on everything that we do that we had under Tom Thibodeau. Talk to the guy.
right, like communicate. What? Where's the failure in the communication aspect?
I don't understand. And you know what? Listen, Mike Brown was the best option you had there after everybody else fell.
I don't think he was. I thought Taylor Jenkins was a better option than him. Taylor Jenkins won more with less for like 5 straight years.
Or even that. That would have been. I'm cool with that.
And Taylor Jenkins played kids, developed kids.
Right.
Look at all those guys in Memphis that he developed.
Right. I'm cool with
Jaren Jackson wasn't supposed to be a defensive player of the year.
No,
He came out as a good, like, two-way player, but not like that.
Jenkins basically what? Didn't Jenkins fully develop or was John Morant when Jenkins came in?
John Morant was John Morant, but I mean,
I'm saying, like, didn't Ja get to where he's now under Taylor Jenkins?
Of course, because that was his only coach until they fired him.
You know about Desmond Bain. You're talking about Gigi Jackson, who's one of their
and
best.
He developed. Desmond Bain wasn't like a big high, prospect coming out of college.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I think, and then Mike Brown, to me, you lost. You lost in Cleveland. You lost in Sacramento. Okay, to me, Mike Brown's an assistant coach. I don't think he's head coach material. Like everywhere he's gone and he got the reins, he does good for a year or two, but he never made it to the finals with anybody. He's never won it all with anybody. Oh, did he make it to the finals with Cleveland? He might have.
He did make it to the finals.
Okay, all right. Did he have a chance of winning any of those series?
I mean, they played the Spurs in 2007.
And they got the shit kicked out of them. Destroyed.
I guess that's his most accomplished. I mean, he does have an NBA title as an assistant coach. I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Tibbs got one.
I'm not trying to make it seem like we should give him.
He got that under A. He got that. That was like a super team. Well, not a super team.
Tom Thibodeau has a ring as an assistant coach.
Yeah, with Boston.
Rivers. Yeah. So I mean, that's nothing to glamour about. But what I'm saying is I always believe in if it ain't broke, if it's not broke, you don't have to fix it.
I don't understand how you fire a guy after getting to the Eastern Conference Finals the way they did.
I wanted, and I'm gonna say it again. I wanted him gone, not last year, but the year prior because of the whole situation.
No, but it's okay to be like, I wanted him gone, but it was a mistake.
Right. No, right.
I'm to keep it a band. I was never Mr. Rah-Rah Tibbs.
I wasn't,
but I never wanted to fire him after last year. That wasn't my first thought. Right. My first thought was, how do we get this roster better? How do we bring in other players that could score? How do we fix the bench problem?
I agree. And think about it. They thought that they addressed the bench issue with Jordan Clarkson. And now
they did.
And look what's happening.
And now he messed that up too. I don't think he's a great coach.
Mike Brown,
I think he's too friendly, man.
From this conversation today happening on Tuesday, February 10th, honestly, I would go back to this conversation if the Knicks win a championship with Mike Brown.
I think the Knicks got no chance of winning a championship under Mike Brown.
If they're running into Detroit, absolutely not. And I hate
don't know. Cleveland might have their number.
I hate saying that. No, but I'm solely looking at the guy at the team.
Like,
that we have, Eddie, they have literally smacked. It's not even we have not had one game with Detroit this year where it's been like what we saw tonight. At least with Indiana, they showed something a little bit in terms of fight. Yo,
No, yo,
these games against Detroit, bro, they make us look like the
bro,
Westchester Knicks, bro.
right. We can't score in the paint in Detroit.
No.
Okay, we can't score on them in the paint. We get out rebounded by them. They get more second chance opportunities than us. So everything we do as our strengths, which are get second chance points, get rebounds, offensive rebounds, get out on the break and run, they stop all of that. Why? Because Detroit plays physically. And now what you're watching is there's another team in the Eastern Conference who started playing very physical over their last 10 games, and that's the Cleveland Cavaliers. They are playing extremely physical, and they've had since the new year one of the better defenses in the NBA. So while they're trending up, we're still trending even. Yes, we broke the 2-9 slump, got 9 in a row, whatever it was. But what was our kryptonite both times? The Detroit Pistons. Mm-hmm. And again, you may say, "Well, Eddie, Boston swept us last year, and we still beat them in the playoffs." And I'll say you're right. The playoffs all that matters. But Karl-Anthony Towns was on a different playing level last year. He is not on that playing level this year at all. And that's a problem. They need to get Karl-Anthony Towns right. And again, I mentioned this before. I don't think it's going to happen after the All-Star break. I think it's going to take till the end of the season. If they can even get him right. I'm not sure if he mixes with Mike Brown and his coaching system. I don't think he fits. I don't think he fits. I mean, am I wrong?
No.
Mike Brown and Cat don't fit.
I pray for Leon Rose. That's literally how I'll end it.
I'd fire his ass, man. If they don't make, if like, yo, and there's a chance the Knicks get knocked out by Cleveland or by Boston or by Philly. Like, yo, those teams could beat us. And like, if they get hot.
I'm being
real. I'm keeping it a band.
I'm very up there where, again, the Knicks can still do it. They can still win a chip. However, I'm saying it again. They if they don't make the Eastern Conference Finals, MSG might be burnt to the ground.
It's bad.
Leon Rose can never show his face in New York City ever again. That's
I don't think he's gonna get fired though.
No, it don't matter. This fan base will boo you out of the arena next season if you don't make the Eastern Conference Finals this year. Like, yeah, they will remind you until you get there again. They will remind you, because at the end of the day, it does start with him. I get it. He's not a coach.
Well, the decision to fire Tom Thibodeau was his.
It starts with him. The decision to break up a core that was actually winning, barring injuries, that's on him. You panicked. I get it. I understand it. Yeah, we didn't have iHeart. We didn't have
iHeart loss. I get it too. But
get it
again. You didn't have to give up another first-round pick to get him. That was ridiculous.
Thank you. Right. But again, it's all
could have been another guy we could have developing right now up the bench.
You want to know what the crazy part is? There was, I get why Knicks fans kind of saw like, oh shit, we got Cat. Okay, cool. There were Knicks fans that didn't want it. They were like, yo, why would you? This dude is. Look at what he's doing in the playoffs next to Anthony Edwards. He's not that efficient. Like I told you, whatever episode we had, whatever post game we had, the duo with Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle was a much better fit for Anthony Edwards than with Cat.
It was a better fit than RJ too.
100%. Soon as they got rid of RJ, everything flawed. Everything went perfect.
No. It was exactly after they got rid of RJ. That was great.
Everything was great. Everything went smooth, and we
I
kept
don't understand,
like
but
Stay and the RJ lovers. There's a reason why we kept saying it. Yo, we love RJ, but he's not going to fit. He's a stopgap. He's a stopgapper in the Knicks' success. There were games where we were literally losing because of RJ.
I get it. I get it.
And what did they do? They finally fucking put their balls on the table and said, "Listen, IQ is not going to develop.
We're not paying IQ. That was what
they
it was.
weren't going to pay IQ, but at the same time, he wasn't going to develop because remember, he at some
Oh, Brunson's in front of him.
exactly. So you were smart about that. You knew RJ wasn't going to do nothing here, so you were smart about that. Cool. You got two guys out of here. Then the Knicks started flourishing.
But
it's like how does
so what my where I get pissed off or where I have a gripe with Leon Rose is this. Okay, you lost iHeart. Mitch got hurt. He wasn't going to be here. Why not just go out and get like a run of the mill center? Like it didn't have to be anybody fancy, but a guy like I don't know, Mason Plumlee or somebody along those lines. Yes, he's not going to be perfect, but you could at least have him be there until Mitch is healthy again. Like that was, and then this way you kept Randall, you kept Dante, you kept that extra pick. Or you could have moved that pick to get somebody decent. Maybe you get a Walker Kessler. I don't know. Walker Kessler is probably a little out of our price range, but we could have probably done something like that.
And then it doesn't help, Eddie. And he looks like a nice guy. He looks like you can have a conversation with him. And
who's this?
I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
At the end of the day, nobody can tell me that this Mikal Bridges trade didn't fucking put him back.
It's the worst trade he made. I listen. There's the Mikal. You know the Epstein files, right? Well, check this out. Ari has the Mikal Bridges files.
Oh yeah, okay. No. I love talking to Ari about Mikal Bridges.
Okay, because, so yeah.
I know.
Ari,
by the way.
Me and Ari and D Black are the only three, and I think Tony to an extent, that are off the hook. Tony said we gave up too much.
Yeah, but Tony's been taking bullets from Mikal Bridges as of late.
Right. But me, D Black, and Ari are the only ones that were like, fuck this trade.
Well, I'm barely around you guys when it comes to the Knicks spaces. So otherwise I'd put myself in that list because I was one of them that said I don't know about this.
I went nuts.
Yeah, I didn't like 5 first-round picks for who? He's not worth that.
That's why I always said keep your draft picks unless you're getting a superstar.
But you know what? I love Brunson to death, but this is the ass kissing that Leon Rose was doing for Brunson. I get he's your captain, but brother.
But dude, all right. So look, Top. In business, there's a word called leverage. Okay? Mikal Bridges just told the Nets, I'm not resigning with you. Fuck you. I'm going to the Knicks. Instead of waiting and letting that fester, he just gave up. He didn't even put protections on the picks.
But before
do you know how fucking stupid that is?
But Eddie, before you said that statement just now, that's exactly what I was going to say. That's exactly what I was going to. And
he had leverage to say, fuck you. Here's 3 picks.
But that's 3 picks is fine. You still would have had 2 first-round picks. Plus the 2 first-round picks that you're going to get in the fucking summer.
Look. The picks, like the pick they gave up last year and the Milwaukee pick, I don't care about. Because they're going to be late first-round picks, right?
Yeah,
but that pick in 29 and 31 and the 28 swap could be a fucking lottery pick.
Right,
Could
but
be a first overall pick.
that's that was the problem from the beginning.
Right.
We had the
And
conversation with Ari there at City Field when he was at the Mets Phillies game. I bumped into him. That was the one thing me and him agreed on.
well,
It's
I
not.
said it from the rip.
It's not
And I
just
got destroyed. Oh, you wanted DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan doesn't play defense like him. Okay. But DeMar DeRozan hits every one of his fucking shots.
yeah.
And guess what? If you had DeMar DeRozan right now and you still had fucking 5 picks, guess who'd be on the team? Giannis. Thank you.
At the end of the day,
Giannis would be on the Knicks right now if we had DeMar DeRozan.
well, I still think we'd probably wait for the summer because I think Milwaukee just probably wanted
It
him.
doesn't matter. We could have even been in on Luka.
Oh no, 100%. Honestly, wait. I'm gonna take that back though. I feel like that Luka shit was just straight Rob Pelinka and Nico Harrison.
I'm just saying we would have been in the conversation.
Yeah, but I'm
with
but,
5 draft picks.
Yeah, but Eddie, that's what I'm saying. You see how
that's who you give up 5 draft picks for.
Of course, no,
for Luka, for Freak.
What I'm saying is, it's not like Nico Harrison was picking up the phone on other teams before he called the late. I feel like,
I get it. I'm just saying, had we would have had skin in the game.
Oh yeah. If Nico Harrison,
it would have been like, yo, the Knicks just offered me this.
Right. If Nico Harrison said, yo, we want to put Luka up for trade, the Knicks with the picks would have.
They would have gave him 5 picks, and I would have been okay with that because it's Luka.
Buy Brunson.
or Brunson or Luka.
Or with Brunson, because apparently
it worked
together. Right. So yeah.
It's malpractice.
It's Leon Rose, bro.
And again, I've been saying picks are currency for fucking 5 years now, and I'm right. I've been right. People ask me, why do you do all these trades? When I was trying to trade half the team away because I knew the team sucked.
It's Leon Rose at the end of the day. Yes, it has everything to do with coaching.
And again, getting back to it, all he had to do was just wait and be like, yo, he wants to leave. I'm not giving you 5 picks. I'll give you the 225 picks and 131 pick or 129 pick. And that's it. And then the Knicks could have traded 27 or 31 or whatever.
Jesus, man. I know.
And now we can't fix this team. Only player for player. And if you just look at the price of what Zubac went for, Zubac went for a really good haul. So if the Pacers get the 5 through 9 pick, the Clippers are going to get that pick. And they get the 2031 pick of the Pacers. Those are 2 excellent picks.
Those are 2. Aren't they lottery picks at that?
Well, they're unprotected.
Protected, yeah.
But I'm saying if the Pacers are at the bottom of 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they have it protected. So if they get a top 5 pick, they're going to keep it. But if they don't keep it, they give their pick from 2031 to the Clippers, which is 5 years away. That's a good pick because you don't know what can happen in 5 years.
Right.
If the Pacers get 6 through 9, the LA Clippers get that pick. That's a really good haul for Zubac.
Of course.
Fucking Zubac. He's not an all-star.
Yeah.
For 2 picks. Just saying.
Well, again, I'll have to get out, but I'll end it off by saying, yeah, Leon Rose, brother. Yeah. You got in this summer. If the Knicks don't win a championship this summer, Leon Rose, you have a lot of explaining to do.
Yes, you do. Then they're not going to win a championship, frankly. But go ahead, bro. I know how tired you are, man.
The problem is Leon Rose is he don't speak enough to the media for us to at least get a small understanding of what his vision is for this team. And you know what? If Leon Rose had any shred of dignity, I'd be calling up either Sam Presti or himself, or I'll call up the old GM from the Warriors. What's his name?
Bob Myers. You're not getting Sam Presti. You get Bob Myers though.
No. I'm not saying in terms of bringing somebody in. I'm talking about a conversation of learning how to pivot during tough situations. Because those guys were at least Bob Myers at one point was in Capel. I forgot what, not Capel, but again, being able to
They
pivot.
have all their picks, the Warriors.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't take him out of the Giannis shit this summer. Because you know
I
why?
mean,
You know what? And I'm not saying they will. I'm not saying they're the number one. But if I'm the Warriors, I'm
I
like,
mean, who are they sending back? Right? Like, does Milwaukee really want Draymond Green? Like, that's the money right there, or KP. No, KP's expiring, so he'll be
if
off the
if
court.
if there comes a situation where the Bucks are kind of like, you know what, just because of the picks, we'll take it at this point, which I don't think it is because they want a haul for Giannis. But let's say in some world they're like, yo, we'll just take the picks. If I'm the Warriors, I'm trying to at least pair Giannis up with Steph and trying to get something out of Steph one more time.
Yeah,
That's
I don't see it.
that's the only thing I can think of when it comes to the Warriors. Other than that, Minnesota's in a better position.
It's going to be Miami. Miami could offer 4 picks this summer.
Minnesota, I thought Minnesota could do the same, right?
I have to look at Minnesota's picks, but remember,
It's not
what
exactly,
are they going to get? Jaden McDaniels,
yeah. They could
right? I mean, yeah,
probably
they
get
might be able to over picks, but Jaden McDaniels,
Jaden McDaniels.
and a lot of they sent out a lot of picks for Gobert too.
They did, didn't
Although
they?
Gobert's been there for a minute though.
Yeah, it kind of settled down after. But
Yeah,
they gave up 5 for
they
him,
have
right?
more picks than us for sure.
They gave up 5 for him, right?
I don't think it was 5. I think it was like
4,
3
right?
or 4. Yeah,
Yeah.
or one of it was 3 or 4, and one of them was protected.
I remember though when that trade first happened, they were all like, "Did they give up how much for Gobert?"
It makes you think back to maybe the Knicks should have got Donovan Mitchell.
And
3 picks.
we all kept saying no too. We were kind of like, "It's not gonna fit," and it's like, Jesus Christ.
We'll never know.
No, whenever, of course not. They didn't want to give up RJ.
No, I don't think that was that. I think they didn't want to give up the picks because it was like RJIQ, iHeart, Mitch, and 3 picks.
Yeah, but you know what? For Donovan Mitchell, I would have given up 3 picks. For D Mitch,
but young talent, RJ and IQ, that's a big haul.
you know what though? Because I think at that time too, they were also looking into OG Anunoby. So maybe they saw something into it. It's like, why give up for Donovan Mitchell, who really is a liability defensively, when we can get a guy who's one of the best defenders in the league and can actually score the basketball in OG Anunoby. Even though they didn't get him that year, they got him the next year. But maybe that was their vision the entire way. Maybe
Yeah, I mean,
plans.
Donovan Mitchell was what, summer of 2022. It was before Brunson's first year.
Correct. No, wait, nope.
No, it was.
No, that was when Brunson came to the Knicks was the same year Donovan Mitchell
would have came. So summer of 2022.
Yeah, so Brunson's Knick run, like Nick when he started with the Knicks, was the same year Donovan Mitchell started with the Cavs.
Before you go,
Mhm.
if the Knicks can improve this team, or let's say
your mic is
yeah, my bad. If the Knicks have to make a trade,
Mhm.
I would warn them and warn them very extremely. Do not trade any more first round picks. Do not.
But they only have 2. They only have 2 coming this summer, right?
Well, no, they'll have their own, and then they have the one in 2033, which they could trade and swaps. If I am them,
so they do have first round picks. It's just not high first round picks, is what you're saying.
Well, no, the 2033 one could be extremely valuable.
Right. Okay.
Right. So remember, because Brooklyn owns 27, 29, 31, and a swap at 28. Yeah. So we have our pick every other year, right? So we have it this year. We don't have it next year.
We don't have it the year after.
We know a swap in the year after, whereas if we have a worse record than them, then they could swap, which likely won't happen, but who knows? You never know. Yeah. But my point to you is this. Even if you unless it's somebody like a top 5 player,
Mhm.
don't give up any more picks because at some point you're going to have to reset. And if you start giving all your swaps away and you're bad, we'll be fucked for 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, again, it goes back to what I said. Leon Rose, this is on you, brother. Every decision that you have made from
I would fire Leon Rose if they don't make it out of the conference this year. I'd fire him.
And who would be
Bob
your
Myers. Or I'd ask to speak to Sam Presti and I would offer him a piece of the team.
with Sam? Oh, I honestly, if I would do it too for Sam Presti only though.
For him, you know who else I'd look at? I'd take a look at is what's his name? Ujiri.
Oh, yeah, he don't like the Knicks though.
Nah, he would come to the Knicks.
You think so? I don't know.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
something that I always hear about. Like he doesn't like the Knicks. That's why that whole
You know,
lawsuit.
that's all bullshit. You don't think he'll take $15 million a year to run the Knicks?
Yeah,
But I don't think Dolan is ready to get rid of Leon.
his family ties, bro.
Yeah, and again, I don't listen. Leon Rose has done a good job, but he's messed up at the same time. Bad.
Yeah.
That McHale trade was bad. Firing Tom Thibodeau is bad.
The motherfucker don't talk to
Trading for Cat is bad.
He don't talk to
That's
the
3
media.
bad moves.
Yeah, he don't talk to the media enough, bro.
I don't even give a shit about talking to the media. I mean, how often does David Stearns talk to the media?
More than fucking Leon Rose does. I'll tell you
It really
that.
doesn't matter. Do you care?
You kind of know what the team's vision and what their mindset is based on how many times he talks to me. Leon Rose does not believe in media conversation. And at the end of the day, I understand why. But you, sir, have not done anything in this city. You have not brought a piece of gold for you to just bypass the media and not let the fans know what the fuck is going to happen.
So, Dean, I think you're misconstruing what I'm saying. I'm not saying Leon has not done a good job, but the bad things he's done has crippled the Knicks.
To a certain extent, yeah.
He has crippled the Knicks to get better. They're literally this is it. Unless you pull some magical trade this summer, this is it. You can't bring in Giannis. The Knicks will never get Giannis. Teams want picks.
Unless Giannis physically says, "Yo,
even if he does, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm just being real. And look, you're right about Leon. Before he got here, and it's Tom Thibodeau too. Tom Thibodeau deserves the credit too. And I know how bad the Knicks have been, but we won a championship, and Leon Rose has hamstringed himself by giving up those picks, trading for Cat. It was a mistake.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll see how the vibe is tomorrow. But I'm not liking it. Anyways, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate everybody that tuned in. Like I said, let's see what happens tomorrow. One game at a time. This team is not falling off yet, but you can't be having losses like this. Schedule gets harder. And this is where their chemistry, this is where their communication, team leadership, this is where everything as a team that you need to have to win a championship is going to be tested. Let's see what this All-Star break does. Let's see if this team actually does some communicating while the All-Star break is happening. Let's see. But I appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Take it easy, Top man. Appreciate you, bro. Take care. Yeah. And that's where this is, gets hairy. The Knicks have 28 games left. 60, most of them versus contenders. I think they have the 17th hardest strength of schedule, but that doesn't mean anything to me. What means to me is 16 of their next 28 are on the road, where the Knicks are one game under 500. So that's a problem. And we lost the game tonight that if you looked at the stats without looking at the final score, you would have said the Knicks won. Because tonight was the first time all season where the Knicks had more than 30 assists and lost the game. You have to go back to last year to when that happened. So I get the frustration. I'm so frustrated. I'm so upset. But you're going to lose games like this. And also, to me, it's a telling sign. Indiana doesn't have their best player, doesn't have their third best player in Zubac, who hasn't even played for them yet. And Indiana continues to play us at a very high level. And mind you, they're tanking. So we have to find a way not only to get out of the East and get out of the West, because obviously the ultimate goal is to win a title. We know we could compete with Boston. Do we know we could compete with Indiana in a playoff series? Because the last 2 years, they bounced us. That's the problem. And that's a big problem for the Knicks, is that we don't know how to beat Indiana. And they're only going to get better next year. So it's just food for thought. And moving forward, the Knicks need to do a better job. They need to do a better job at picking these players. Karl-Anthony Towns and Mike Brown doesn't work right now. And you may say, what are you talking about? Karl-Anthony Towns just made the All-Star team. But it is night and day. It is a night and day difference from the way Karl-Anthony Towns played last year to the way he's played this year. It's night and day. He's not even a number 2 option anymore. And he costs us. He makes bad fouls, makes bad decisions. His numbers are down across the board. And he's the highest paid player on the team. It's not looking good right now. And the Knicks, in order to break their the Knicks won 51 games last year. In order to win more than that this year, they have to go 18-10 the rest of the way. So that's my final thoughts. Appreciate everybody that coming in here. Dean on YouTube, appreciate you watching. If you like this content, again, I come on after every post game. We watch the game together. Hit that subscribe button. Garden City Media. Garden City. CITI Media. You get shorts, you get lives, you get Mets, you get Knicks. Eventually, we're going to get New York sports involved. I'm going to have a bunch of guests lined up. So hit that subscribe button. Appreciate everybody. Good night. Take it easy, but a bad loss.